And once again, we have decided to return to grace you with our presence. It is I, John.
And I have returned from the promised land.
Well, returned is debatable. Might still kind of be there a little bit, but
Yeah, for the most
in
part.
spirit, you're there still in spirit. But yes, this is the Shenanigoons podcast.
That was a good one.
Nice and zesty. Oh yes, gotta love it. Gotta love it. Oh man. So, how was it?
It was horrible, super hot, super crowded. Hated my whole time there. Nah, I can't even say that with a straight face. No, so Comic-Con this year, I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun there. So oddly enough, I didn't go to a single panel.
I know that makes sense. Like they get super crowded super quick.
Well, it's super crowded, super quick, super crowded and whatnot. Long lines, and it was kind of one of those things where I went going into this convention saying, "Hey, this is the first time I'm here. This might be the only time I'm here, so I'm going to walk around everywhere. I'm going to walk around the convention center. I'm going to walk around the perimeter, the gas lamp district, all of that. See what's there. See what you can do. You know what's available." And I'd like to think that I came back 10 to 15 pounds lighter because of all the walking.
And a changed man.
Indeed. It was... the best way that I can explain it was... So I started going to conventions in 2004. My very first convention was an anime convention in Raleigh, North Carolina called Animazement. The feeling that I had back then of oh wow, this is cool. I had that feeling all over again.
Nice.
And it was just one of those things. And I know it's I'm mocking it up to be something and probably not for other people, but it was just literally walls to wall nerds and geeks, and I say that in the most loving way, where you're just walking and you can overhear people talking, and they're talking about their love of this, their love of that. We're waiting in line, but it's so worth it because once we get into this event, it's so cool. You can do this and the other. The cosplay was amazing. Would I ever cosplay at Comic-Con? Unless it's a street clothes version of a character? Probably not, because of just how many people are in there. But don't get me wrong, the cosplay is just amazing to see. It was oddly enough, it was almost like a rejuvenating to be around all this creative energy and community and so forth. I had no issues walking around. I do believe that as many times as I was in the vendor hall, I only saw maybe 30%.
It's like that. Well, that's to be expected, honestly, because it is such a large-ass convention.
Yes, it's super large. I did get a couple of cool signings.
Excellent.
So I did get to meet and get signings of the KO comic, DC KO, the first issue.
Nice.
Swerve Strickland and Orange Cassidy.
Oh, hot damn.
Yeah, so they signed it. I think I'm going to hold on to that and try to get everybody else that's on the cover to sign it in some way, shape, or form.
That would actually be pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be my goal. Then, so I had been following this before I went to the convention, found out that the guys behind SWAT Cats.
Yep.
So they had did I want to say it was a GoFundMe thing. They hit their mark above and beyond, so they're going to continue the show via a comic book. And this is something that they've been trying for years to do. The comic I have isn't an actual full comic. It's I forgot the term they use for it, but it's basically a preview comic.
Yeah, it's got a little, hey, this is a teaser of what we're going to be doing.
Yeah, exactly. But I then got the two creators of the show to sign it. An executive producer that's on it, he signed it, and then I forget his name. Hold on, sorry, I need to know. I need to know his name. Hold on, stalling. Yes, Rob Paulson, the man, the myth, the legend himself. You know, Pinky and the Brain, Yakko, all of that. He signed it because he actually also did a voice on SWAT Cats in the original cartoon. He was one of the villains. He was Hardwire, I believe.
He was Hardwire?
Yeah, he was the villain, one of the villains that had like the electricity, like and all the mechanical stuff.
I'm trying to remember the voice, but okay,
Yeah.
Because it's been a long time since I've seen SWAT Cats, but I loved SWAT Cats.
Oh yeah, no, I loved it too, and
that one. And then even though it was stupid as fuck, I loved Biker Mice from Mars.
I'll still watch that any days of the week.
Oh
right? Yeah. So he did one of the villains on there, so he was there, signed it. Dude is just such a freaking humble man too. Like I told him, hey man, not gonna lie, you're basically my childhood wrapped up in one. And his first response was, hey, to be honest, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you fans. I could literally be a part of something that's gold, but if none of you watched it and none of you cared, it wouldn't matter. And that was just one of those like, I just said thank you. Dang, okay, you just like hit me with the emotional, but I get it though. Like he's just such a cool, humble guy. So got to do that. I got to meet my hero. You know how they always say don't meet your heroes because they'll disappoint you. Mine did not disappoint me. Godzilla. Took a picture with him. It was great. I feel for the person in that suit. It was like when they were leading him out of the Bandai booth, there's literally a person walking holding the tail behind them. But no, it was great. It's okay. So this is, again, like I said, I only saw maybe about 30% of the floor because, again, just trying to go around everywhere. Stuff is expensive, but then it's not. It's kind of depending upon what you're looking for and what you're willing to pay and what you can afford.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because, I went in there. I'm not going to lie. I was on a budget. I walked out with some merch. I'm happy. I got some Godzilla figures. I got the still sealed copy to the soundtrack to the movie Hackers.
Yes.
I'm waiting for that to come in because the dealer didn't have it there. He has to mail it to me. So again, you can go in there and yes, there's so much that is definitely pricey, but if you go in there knowing what you're looking for, like you can find it. And just the area around the convention center is great. It's at the point now where you don't even need a badge to go.
There's enough stuff around the area.
Yeah, there's enough stuff around the area where either it might have like a small cover charge or it's free and you just come in. The only thing you do need the badge for, and I will say I thought that this was a little unique because I had never really seen it at a convention at this point, is to even get near the convention hall, you have to have a badge. So like if you've ever seen pictures of that road in front of the convention hall that where the trolleys go by.
Yep.
Yeah, so right there, there's steps that go up, and then there's the convention center, a little driveway in between. If you don't have a badge, you do not get up those steps. They will not let you up. You either need to have your badge or have your QR code to go pick it up. But if you don't have it, no, they don't put up with it. You do not get in there at all.
Huh.
Which at the same time,
though, really.
At the same time, though, I do kind of backtrack because there's a hotel connected to the convention center. So you're seeing people walk in that don't have a badge, and it's like, oh, well, because
like
you're
if they
staying
have
at
a
the
reservation hotel or something like that, they got to make concessions for that.
Yeah, so, but yes, overall. What else did I do? The last night we were there, we went to the Adult Swim party.
Nice.
That alone was just fun. The fact that what's that song from White Chicks?
The Michelle Branch one.
The one, Making Your Way Downtown.
Yeah.
Just seeing a group of grown-ass nerds anywhere between the ages of like 21 and I dare I say like 60, because I saw some older people in there just having fun as hell. Just singing that out loud because the DJ playing it, arguably one of the best moments just because it's like, oh, look, we're all stupid. We're stupid nerds and we don't care.
Yeah, we are among our people. It is safe here.
Yes, it was so great. And then they were doing like giveaways, throwing stuff into the crowd and so forth. So it's one of those that I would say if that type of culture is stuff that you love, go at least once.
Makes sense.
Even if you never go the rest of your life, go at least once. Is it crowded? Yes. Can you get through it? Yes. Is it fun? Yeah, because there is enough there. I honestly think, like I said, I didn't go to any panels, but there were panels that if I wanted to, I could. But I was just like, dude, I'm so caught up in just wanting to get the experience.
Yeah, it's like being in and among the people. It's like going to some of the panels. It's like, while, yeah, it could be nice, a lot of it is just basically... a lot of them are, or at least the ones that people end up being like, ooh, yay, I was at this thing. It's like, it's just marketing. It's just
Yeah,
marketing.
exactly.
It's like in a lot of the stuff, it's like you could still get the marketing, but you could also experience it firsthand and have something tangible there in like the booths and such, instead of actually just sitting there and maybe asking a question to a celebrity.
Oh, speaking of celebrities, the amount of celebrities I walked by while walking through the Gaslamp District or just out in the open was amazing. I counted like at least 6 or 7, multiple voice actors from like Overwatch, Marvel Rivals, things of that nature. A couple of full-blown celebrities. Because he has a new movie coming out called Ebenezer.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp, he was there. They had this whole setup. They converted a shop front to look like the Ebenezer and Marley shop.
Yep.
And they even had fake snow shooting out from the top. And he came out and he kind of just mingled around the crowd real quick and then went back inside. But the fact that like, oh, dude, like literally, I could throw my shoe and hit him in the head because he's right there. I wouldn't do that, but you know what I'm saying? Like he's like right there. And then, like I said, those voice actors who... It's like you want to say something, but then you're like, no, because they're going to a panel right now, and I don't want to be the one that causes them to get hounded by like 50,000 fans.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to be the one that causes them to get hounded. You don't want to hold them up because obviously they're there for work, or potentially they're heading to dinner even.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's kind of like, sure, I would love to say hi, and like it's a pleasure to meet you, but it's kind of like, okay, this isn't technically the time or place because they have other things to do. It'd be one thing if they were like done for the day and they were just kind of milling about, be like, oh, okay, but I feel the same because, like, again, I worked in hotels for ever.
Oh yeah, and you've had your fair share of people show up.
Yeah, it's like I've met plenty of celebrities, and most times it's like, okay, I just treat them like a human being. I don't go fangirl over them, fanboy, none of that. I don't kind of go like, ooh, it's that person. After the fact, I'll be like, holy shit, I got to like make small talk with X, Y, or Z person for a little bit. Like, frankly, just kind of like say it's like, oh, the best experience with a celebrity that I've had was Jason Schwartzman.
Yeah.
Totally super nice dude. And would I, if I had the opportunity to sit and chat with him again? Absolutely. Even if it's just kind of like about just general day-to-day things. He was wonderfully pleasant. But I didn't stop and be kind of like, yeah, let's say, hey, I'm a fan of your work. Can I get a picture? And also taking to mind, it was like 3 in the fucking morning.
Well, it was funny because on Saturday we were heading to the Adult Swim outside area.
Yep.
And as I'm walking, there's a crosswalk. We stop, and so you can see the back of the convention center. And for a lot of us that were just kind of waiting there, it didn't really register. But then it finally did when the last car passed by. Because it was like, oh, wait, Hall H, Marvel panel just finished. And there's about 6 blacked out SUVs that just drove by. And then we all look at the last one. And keep in mind, when I say we all, I'm talking about just me and randos that I've never met in my life. And we all look at the last one. And then one guy just points and he's like, is that Robert Downey Jr.? And we're all like, it is. And I think he heard us or something because he kind of looked towards us, and then so we're all like dumbasses, hey, but yeah, and then they just go off. But it was like it's so interesting to really think about the fact of like, hey, when you're there, the likelihood of you walking by a celebrity, even a celebrity that you're a diehard fan of, is actually really high, you just might not even know it. Like all those people that didn't know Ryan Reynolds was actually there as Deadpool.
Yeah, it's like he was in stealth basically the whole time, just in cosplay.
Yep.
As Deadpool.
And then the Marvel panel, he shows up and everybody was like, that was him, which is, a great thing. But yes, I enjoyed it overall. Do I plan to go again? Yes, I do. I will say I did one thing that a lot of YouTube videos I saw suggested you don't do.
Huh.
And that was I didn't go in with a plan.
Oh no, yeah.
Or like an itinerary. A lot of them suggest, hey, go in with some type of itinerary, some type of at least baseline of, oh, I want to go here, I want to go to this panel, I want to go to this signing, I want to do this. Even if you don't get to all of it, at least kind of have like a map. So that way you can kind of judge accordingly. But my dumb self, I was just like, just walking around.
Frankly, that's how I'd probably do it.
Oh, it was so much fun. The only thing that I do wish that I was able to do next year, hopefully it'll happen, is I wish I had a mic on me, just recording me randomly talking as I was going through.
It's like that would be kind of fun, yeah. Speaking of that though, prior to starting our recording here, we did make a couple tentative plans.
Very tentative.
Yeah, it's we at least have some hotel rooms booked.
I know.
And both of them are in Anaheim.
Yay.
So that means that we're going to be doing some Anaheim conventions this next year. And it looks like what we talked about, WonderCon.
Yes.
We are currently basically mostly ready to go for WonderCon. We just need to get the badges. And then for our second field trip, it looks like we might be doing Anime Expo. Yeah.
That's like the only real way I can respond to that. Oh,
yeah.
Yay.
So,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been to...
Should be an interesting little thing.
I've been to Anime Expo before. So, it's pretty solid, but just... especially after this past year, seeing the amount of people that were there and like the chaos of it all.
Yeah, it's like if anything, we just go super late the first day, because then that way it's kind of like, okay, we just get our goddamn badges and be like, fuck
10
the
minutes,
rest of it.
10 minutes before the hall closes.
Yeah, just go and get the badge and be like, okay, we don't give a shit about day one. Nothing's going to happen day one, because it's all like the day zero stuff.
Well, that's funny enough for Comic-Con. So I had a friend that was working as a vendor there. And she had told me that preview night this year for Comic-Con was insane. It wasn't preview night. It was basically just day one. Like the way that, I mean, obviously it's, day zero, but like the way that, because I guess in past years, only a certain amount of people are allowed to go in for preview night. But apparently this year that kind of wasn't the case. They basically were just like, yeah, go ahead. You only got X amount of hours. Go ahead. Yeah. And there were some vendors there too that as I'm walking through, I'm overhearing how they're talking about like, oh yeah, dude, on preview night, we sold out of this item. We thought we were going to have enough for the whole weekend, but no, like, we're down to this much. Even Comic-Con, like, the shirt that I'm wearing right now, I guess each year they have like a very specific themed one. This year was a Star Trek one. And I wanted to get it. I'm not like a super huge fan of Star Trek, but I was like, hey, why not? You're here. And I went to go buy it. I went Friday and Saturday, both days. They're like, oh no, we sold out. And then one of the vendors was like, yeah, they're only giving us 500 of those shirts each day. And once they're out, they're out. So I was like, dang. But then, of course, but you can buy them off the website. Oh, okay, cool. I don't feel bad anymore.
Like $50, $70.
Yeah, and so it was overall, just without like repeating myself, it was a great time. I'm glad I went. Next year I will have a microphone on me, just rambling.
Oh, that actually reminds me though. Before we depart for today though, I need to book us one more hotel room. I just remembered.
What?
Magic Con Las Vegas.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry, you're stuck.
Because
I was about to mention it because of Star Trek, but
well, you know what? That's fine. Then if I have to go to that, one day you will wake up either in Disneyland or Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah, it's like next year I'll wake up, but yeah, it's like As long as I ain't paying for that, I'm not giving the mouse money. It's like, or I'll give the mouse as little money as I possibly can, because I do want to go see the new Spider-Man. And like, Spider-Man, even though the movies are still done by Sony, it's still a Marvel property, and the Marvel's owned by Disney.
There is one thing that you just
but
said.
I'm gonna go on the discount day.
Nice. No, there is one thing
cheap.
that you said that I forgot to bring up. So I got a hold of the Captain Kirk magic card.
Yes, you did.
I'm going to hold that hostage so that way you, Josie, and Isaiah can fight over it. Because one of you will want it. So I'm going to hold it hostage. Funny story real quick. So at Comic-Con, I'm wandering around, right? I'm just like, oh, what's this place? What's this place? Blah, blah, blah. And then I walk into one room. And for whatever reason, it took me a minute to register. Even though I was seeing stuff and I knew what it was, it took me a minute to register. And I finally got near this one table, and then I saw playmats and card boxes and everything. And I was like, oh no, this is the card room. I need to leave. So I turned around and just got out of there. And in my head, I was just like, not today, Satan. No, but a joke aside, it is a cool setup the way they have it in when you walk in. So you walk into the room, and on both sides, they have multiple vendors selling different cards, the games and whatnot, or even just demoing them and teaching you how to play. And then the room opens up, and then you have all these tables so you can sit down and play. Basically, that would have been the room where the three of you would have disappeared into, and I never would have saw you for the rest of the week.
Yeah, sounds about right.
You know, and you know, it's all cool in there. And then the room next to it had all like the board games.
Ooh.
So yeah, it was like really cool how they had everything next to each other. But yeah, just when they finally registered, wait, this is the card room. Nope, I need to leave.
It's like, this is gonna be a bad thing.
I'm gonna get stuck in here for hours.
Yeah, let's see here. Okay, so incidentally, the next MagicCon in Las Vegas is about a year away.
Okay, I guess it's Vegas. I can just go wander.
Brothels.
You know, just be like, oh yeah, you guys are here. I'll be back.
Yeah, it's like I need to figure out exactly where it's going to be in Vegas though, because I won't book the hotel yet, just in case. I was about to do that, but I'm not gonna do that yet. I'm gonna be a smart boy and see if I can get a hotel that's close to it. Because yeah, it's like we have the dates.
August 27th through the 29th of next year.
It's like we just need to figure out exactly what convention center is it going to be in. That's the big thing. But that said, once that is officially announced, then I'll go ahead and book the hotel room for that, and then we can go to MagicCon next year.
Yay! It's like
yes.
Are you sure you want me to go to that? I'm going to be zoned out the entire time. I'm going to be walking there with my eyes just glazed over.
You see, that's kind of half the fun.
You guys are, it's literally going to be a weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
You're just going to play some music, and I'm just going to, walk, partially dance through, and everybody will be like, is he okay? Like, yeah, don't worry about it.
I was like, it's fine. It's fine. He's in his happy place.
No, honestly, though, that it from what I've seen of MagicCons, it does look interesting, so I'm more than willing to bet. Like, we'll go, and especially if we go as a group, we'll have fun. And
yeah. So it's once, because I know it's going to be like at a convention center there, whether it's in like a hotel convention center or it's like a convention center. I don't know yet because apparently that's not announced. But once that's announced, I'll try to get a hotel that'll be in the area, and that'll be our next, or that'll be at least our third scheduled convention for next year. Although it'll be kind of interesting because it's like March, July, August, and then if things...
wasn't there one in September?
I think that there is one in September. Well, the September one is SAC Anime.
Oh, yeah.
And we're not doing that this year because that's like a month away, and it's kind of a little close for comfort as far as planning goes. But then next year there might also be one in June, which would also include another trip to Anaheim. So we might be in Anaheim a lot next year.
So if you see us on the streets, wave.
Yeah, it's like although it'll be kind of difficult to tell exactly who we are unless we start doing video by that point, which hopefully we will actually, because I would like to actually make use of the channel a little bit in the near future and get some like video content up there. But
No, see, what's going to happen is people are going to recognize your voice.
oh yeah, it's like, that's a possibility.
They're literally going to recognize
It's like,
your voice.
that's how I recognized the guy from Comics Explained when I went to go to the PlayStation Experience years back. It's like I just heard the motherfucker, and I'm like, that guy sounds familiar as fuck. And then I heard him. I was get closer because we were in line. Like, you Comics Explained.
People are going to hear you, and they're going to be like, just randomly, how do you feel about Walt Disney? Curse him! Oh, that's John.
Yep, it's like that is Dan disembodied cock and balls haunting me
Everywhere.
all throughout Anaheim. I can't escape them.
Just
I might. God damn it. Just to continue with the bit, I think I'm going to have to get a Clone of Willy kit and do like a see-through or translucent bluish glow in the dark version of that, and then just kind of like connect it via like a wire, so it's just kind of like back there flopping around. Although that would work for like one of the other ones that I'm not going to say initially, mostly because like I kind of want to plan a couple extra little ones, because then it would be like a little theme going on, and it would work at those, but it wouldn't work at like Anime Expo. That would or definitely not at WonderCon. But even at Anime Expo, they would be like, you can't fucking wear that.
they're like, nah. we allow a lot of things, but not that.
Yep. It's like, oh yeah, that person can have their ass out, but I can't have my disembodied cock and balls haunting me.
Nah.
Fuck you, Walt Disney. But yeah, so good times, and so we've kind of started our convention circuit. We will continue our convention circuit and just kind of
Also, everybody
have fun. Maybe interview a couple people on the floor there. Which means that we do need to invest in some like mobile microphones and such. So that way, once it is convention time, we can potentially just record at the drop of a hat whenever we please. And I'm hoping to get a little camera for that as well. So like just one of the little. I considerably, it's like in the grand scheme of things, it's going to be a cheapie, but cheap is relative. One of those little Sony like meant for vlogging cameras.
Oh, okay.
I think something like that. Like probably not like the upper level vlogging one, because I know that's like $750. I think the other one's like $3 something.
Yeah.
So I think the plan will be to do something like that, because then that way we will have audio and video for those things, and it can be a little bit more dynamic. So I think that's kind of like a peek behind the curtain for people for our plans for this next year.
I'll make you a harness that looks like the Predator's shoulder cannon.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Put the camera, and it'll you can adjust it how you need it to be, but it's like right there. The amount of heavy duty camera equipment that I saw people walking around with on the convention floor. It's one of those
monopods probably.
Oh, that and full blown gear. It's one of those like, I salute you guys. I hope none of that falls throughout the weekend.
Yeah,
because there were some where like. I saw one guy going and he had like a full setup, like it even had like a little harness attached to it. And as he's going through, he's trying to move as quickly because I guess he was trying to get to a panel or something. And that look on his face of please move, please move, please move, please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall. Like it was just a constant. I'm like, it's like, yeah, dude, please don't drop any of that.
Yeah, it's like that. I would cry for your thousands of dollars of equipment. But yeah, that's another reason why it's kind of like just get one little cheap.
Oh yeah,
because like then you could just either it's light enough where you can mount it on yourself if you need be, or even just like again like monopod, just kind of like pop that down and just be like, okay, cool, we'll do a quick interview here on this, real fast, real simple. But yeah, we'll probably need to get some of those mics like we had Isaiah using for a little bit, like the little. DJI or Rodecaster ones, things like that. But yeah, so that is kind of a peek behind the curtain. We do have some plans for this next year. They are, for the most part, they're kind of set in stone already, which is kind of nice.
We only do one thing.
Yeah, I know. But,
we only do one. But no,
at least the attendance of these things, our quote unquote live appearances out in the real world, as a podcast or a group, is going to occur at least a couple times. So we do have some stuff set in stone, which is good. So that means now we have to follow through, because it's like I've booked the rooms.
At least for one of them, we need to do like a recording where we essentially have an audience. Just random spot. We're just sitting there talking. Hey, you guys want to listen and comment and talk? Come on.
Yeah, it's like just have somebody, like, if they want to like contribute to the conversation, just kind of like raise the hand, and we'll just hand them a mic for a couple seconds.
Every time somebody raises their hand, first thing, it's like, please don't ask about the disembodied cock and balls.
Yeah, it's just kind of floating behind John. Flopping around.
That's like the number one thing. They just keep asking, what about that? Like, no.
Well, where's Walt Disney's Disembodied Cock and Balls?
Back in the hotel room. Now move on. Next question.
Yeah, it's enjoying a spa day.
But yes, so, as Comic-Con has come and gone, a lot of news has dropped. Pretty much, don't really need to go over a lot of it, because by now,
a lot of it's just kind of like
it's already been
fully out there. I mean, even Spider-Man is out now, so there's not much to talk about in that regard outside of like things that would be considered spoilers, quote unquote, even though 90% of it was already spoiled ahead of time. Yep. So it's kind of like,
the one thing though that I will say I want to kind of talk about real quick, because this basically dropped the day, I want to say either the day we left for Comic-Con or the first day. And it's a topic that we know a little bit too much about. Mm-hmm. Sadly, we lost a really, really young, talented actress. Like, this one genuinely was shocking. She was only 18. It was apparently a horrible car accident. We lost Kaylee Holt. Is that how you pronounce her last name?
I'm not 100% sure. It's like either Holt or Hottle or something like that.
So apologies if we didn't say her name right, but she was the deaf girl in the Godzilla Monsterverse franchise, Gia. Mm-hmm. Yes, so she passed away. It's so, like I said, it's so like, whoa, because again, she was only 18. And not only that, like a week prior, we lost Sam Neill.
Yep.
And he's also in the upcoming Godzilla movie, so his role was complete. But like the fact that we lost two people like back to back, I was like, wow.
Yeah, it's like two people, one far too young, the other one kind of making a career resurgence. And then I don't know if I had mentioned it on the previous one, but then right there, Lou Collar of Sick of It All. Yeah. Punk band. Been around forever, died at 59. And so there have been a pretty fair amount of deaths.
Yeah. We also lost the director of The Blob and Elm Street Dream Warriors, Chuck Russell, at 74.
Or 74.
Yeah,
damn, I thought
74.
It's funny because even though I know that movie is definitely old, it doesn't feel that old. But then again, that's also because I'm getting old.
Then just recently we lost. Now this one kind of hits a little harder because they all hit hard, but this one just because I was a fan of his music.
Yeah, it's like he didn't put out a ton of music, but it was highly influential in the scene, and it literally made especially one movie particularly, and that was we lost Kavinsky, a French producer, and technical producer, aka musician.
Yeah.
So that one, of course, the song he's best known for is "Night Call,"
favorite of mine.
And it's like we've lost a lot of talent over.
And then we also
last
lost
couple weeks.
like
Rosie the Riveter.
Yeah, Rosie the Riveter, the iconic World War II.
Yeah, I believe it was
symbol.
World War II.
The woman that poses and says,
"We can do it."
Yeah, we can do it. She passed at 100 back on July 29th. So she had a full life, and she will forever be immortalized by that imagery. And so, sad that she's gone, but hey, we know she lived a life.
Yeah, it's like making it past 80, it's kind of like you've done good.
Yeah, exactly. And then the most recent one, and then we'll kind of go off and not talk about death anymore, is Vincent Pastore. He was known for being on The Sopranos.
Yeah, it's one of Gandolfini's guys.
Yeah, let me see if I can figure out the character real quick. Ah, no.
That man, he did play a lot of Italian mobsters in his time, but he was a lot of fun, and it is unfortunate that we have lost yet another.
He was at 80.
Yeah. Which, again, it kind of goes to show our age in a sense, because it's kind of like, damn, I didn't think he was that old.
I know. It's like, we're old.
Oh, no. But yeah, so it's we've had a rough run of death, unfortunately.
But you want to know something that we can talk about that'll make it brighter?
Does it involve somebody who was in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Oh, yes. The man, the myth, the legend. He has returned, and for the first time graced the halls of Comic-Con. Rick Moranis.
Yep.
He was there for the Spaceballs panel. I love how they did. Kevin Smith, director and, Silent Bob, he moderated the panel. And it's funny because they introduce all the actors, old ones, new ones. And then they're like, oh, yeah, we'll bring out Rick Moranis. And they're like, well, wait a minute. Where is he? Like, he was right behind me. You're like, where'd he go? Where'd he go? And so Kevin Smith, brilliantly, we have to comb the audience. So, of course, the soldiers come out with the combs going through the aisles. And they first stop on one guy because he has the dark helmet on. Lifts it up, it's not him. Then another person was a kid, which is even funnier. And funny thing, the kid made like a little face when he opened it and nothing. And then, of course, obviously Rick Moranis just happens to be wearing a helmet, sitting in a little corner by himself. So they're like, wait, is that him? Now, funny enough, apparently he said something when he stood up, but the crowd was just cheering. So, like, apparently he's like, from the movie, he's like, I'm surrounded by assholes. So, but you can hear that because the audience had just lost it. Yeah. So, he goes backstage, he comes up, they're cheering, they start chanting, Rick, 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 Rick. You can see he's just like getting a little emotional, but it was such a wholesome, like, hey,
we still love you.
We still love you. You're still with us. Yeah. Please don't go nowhere. You too, Mel Brooks. You're 100. We need to protect you.
Yeah, no kidding. We need to make sure that Mel Brooks lives another 100 years somehow.
Exactly. And so, they talked about the movie. They all of this, obviously, you can watch online. What I love, though, and this just goes to show you, okay, if this is remotely the humor that they are going to have in the movie's going to be fine.
Oh, yeah.
They decided to talk about the different phases that they have planned, that they apparently have enough stuff to go into like 2041. And it was like 10 phases. And it just gets more, and they put them up on the screen so everybody could see. And it just gets more and more ridiculous on how to watch and what the names of the movies are called. At one of them, there's like Dark Helmet, the origin story. And then I think there's one called Origin Part 2. And so it just keeps going. And then there's one where one of the phases shows you how to watch the movies in the correct order, even though they're not released order. This is the proper way to do it. And it just made all types of fun of this whole concept of studios saying, oh, look, we have all these phases. I am not harshing on any studios when I say that, but I'm pretty sure y'all know who I'm talking about.
It's like I'm harshing on them.
But it was just the fact that they were just having so much fun with that. And I love the fact that they were like, oh, yeah, because it was abbreviated and it came out to ass. But then you finish it up with the word whole, WHOLE. So they called it, the whole asshole. And, you know, just making multiple innuendos about, you know, being too tight or stretching or, you know, riding it too hard type thing. It was just hilarious. And it's just kind of like one of those, okay, if you guys are on stage right now making the audience laugh with this, if this is the humor that you brought to this movie, oh my God, this movie's going to be fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's like Spaceballs. I am so looking forward to that, and I was so happy to watch that panel. If anything, out of everything that I saw out of Comic-Con, that is the one thing that I would have liked to have actually gone to go see.
Yeah.
Out of anything else there, if I was to go there for any panels, that's the only one that I would be like, I got to see that.
Oh yeah, no, same. The only reason I didn't do that, because again, like I said, I was in the middle of traversing the territory, and by the time I realized what time it was, I was like, oh, I will not, because you had to be in line like at least an hour, if not 2 hours prior.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And
that
I was
tracks
already,
Comic-Con.
and I was already like within that time frame, so I was like, oh, I wouldn't make it no matter what. And yeah, so you know there was that. So again, happiness.
Yeah, it's like I'm super stoked about Spaceballs.
Yeah, but you want to know one thing that also annoyed me?
What annoyed you? Mm-hmm.
The fact that DLC for Tokon, the first one is Phoenix Cyclops. Get out of here with that crap.
Yeah.
Nah, boo. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Just boo.
Yeah, just Cyclops in general.
Yeah, boo this man. Boo. They did drop the trailer for the new Avatar series.
True.
Which is called Seven Havens. It was an interesting trailer, pretty cool. It seems like it's definitely set more like later on in the, I guess you would say, future.
Well, yeah, it's post-Korra.
Yeah, post-Korra, but the trailer kind of hints that maybe either she did or didn't do something, and thus the world kind of fell to shit.
Well, yeah, the fun part is if you go online, there's like people who are hardcore Korra defenders, and then there's people who are hardcore Korra slanderers, and I find it hilarious.
The war is insane, right?
It is so funny. But yeah, it's like it seems that for where the series picks up, it's like Korra effectively left the world in a worse place than when she like became Avatar. So that's kind of where I think this story is picking up afterwards, where it's like, okay, now the new Avatar is about to come up, and the world is not a pleasant place.
It looks like there's two Avatars now.
Potentially.
The two of them, either... I don't know. It was a whole bunch of.
It's like it'll be something that we would have to end up seeing more as it comes out, and where they're taking the story and how they're expanding the quote unquote lore. So we'll see. That could be interesting. Could be terrible. We'll find out.
You know, another interesting thing. The one bit of Star Wars media that I think you'll enjoy. So a while back, this was actually a good amount of years ago. Seth Green, he had done an animated series called Star Wars Detours. And it was funny little animation, you know, a lot of the Star Wars characters. Yeah, essentially Robot Chicken, but like animated and not claymation and just solely Star Wars. Well, at Comic-Con, he revealed that it is coming back.
Nice.
And that we're actually going to get the full, what's been worked on. And apparently there's even new stuff coming with it.
That could be nice.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's like, and Seth is also of our generation, effectively. So he's pulling a lot from the classic Star Wars, which are the ones that we would have emotional ties with.
Yeah.
And cultural ties with, like the first trilogy and the second trilogy. Even though the second trilogy really wasn't all that great, it's like they're still fun watches, especially because it's something we grew up with.
I love the fact that a majority of people that, you know, have seen the second trilogy, like our generation, for example, when we saw it initially, we either loved it or we hated it.
Yeah.
But now, a lot of our generation, now that we're older and we go back and watch them, we have a new appreciation for them. And it's like, oh, wait, actually...
It's like there's still a lot of problems.
Yeah, there's problems, but they weren't as bad as I thought they were. Like, you know, like, hold on, I get it. There's, like you said, there's still problems there, but hey, I can appreciate it. And then, you know, we have this current generation, and that's a whole thing.
Yeah, it's and a lot of people think and this is like something that we could probably do a whole fucking episode on, is just with like the current trilogy of the Star Wars movies. People are, there's a lot of culture war-esque comments around it. And I think that the biggest problem is they did not have a goddamn plan.
Yeah.
And it shows.
Yeah, 100%.
The first one is kind of like a rehash of A New Hope, just with some slight tweaks, and then different director, different writer, different director, different writer. So there's no cohesion really, and it doesn't feel like a cohesive trilogy in any way. But again, that could be a whole episode unto itself, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I don't necessarily like the new trilogy. But all that said, it's like maybe 10, 15 years down the line.
Yeah, maybe we'll have a new appreciation. And
yeah, it might be like, okay, I can appreciate these choices, but yeah, we'll see.
It's like you still have no plan. We can still see it, but hey,
That's like, okay, you made the best of a bad situation.
Yeah, you did what you could. But on top of, potential good stuff, Lanterns dropped a full official trailer while Comic-Con was going on.
Yep.
This trailer completely made up for that first one they did. I can say it because it was in the trailer. Manhunters.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty interesting.
That's going to be interesting.
And especially how they've kind of changed the Manhunters a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
And I think it'll work well.
Shapeshifters now is one of their abilities. Apparently, they have been actively killing aliens that are on Earth. So it's not just all of a sudden. No, apparently they've been doing this for a while now. And why they've been doing it is, what's going to be in the show. The fact that the show genuinely looks gritty and violent, but not, and don't come at me, but not dark gray Snyderverse.
Oh, yeah.
Like this one actually looked like they weren't lying when they said that it was gonna be like a
murder mystery,
yeah. Kind of like those shows like what is it, Yellowstone and whatnot.
Yeah, and you know what? In all honesty, one of the things that I think would be really interesting is, depending on how well this first season's received and where it leaves off, start setting up Blackest Night.
Oh no, they have to. Like funny enough, I've been seeing a lot of that on my Facebook feed where people are bringing up Blackest Night now, and it's like they, yeah.
Well, it was a really good modern storyline, because it's like it brought in the whole DC universe, and it also kind of reset a lot of things in a interesting way. And then on top of that, it'll finally give us Kyle Rayner.
I know.
It's like, I like Hal Jordan, I like Jon Stewart, but I think the more compelling character is Kyle Rayner.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because he has a lot more depth and nuance to his emotional spectrum. So,
well,
hence why he's the White Lantern.
I love the rumor that's going around about this show, Lanterns. Rumor is that one of them, first episode, supposedly, and I'm pretty sure you can tell which one it is, because obviously, yeah. But I'm being nice. I'm not saying just in case it happens, because then I'm like, oh wow, that was just a rumor, but that turned out to be true.
It would be interesting. It would be a very, very, very interesting way to start off a series about the Green Lanterns, effectively.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. It's not too long now.
No, it's not. It's next month or October, right?
It's I think October.
I think you're right. Maybe we're probably wrong, but
yeah, chances are it's like, released last night. But yeah, it's like, no, we'll figure that out. But now, another thing, this is near and dear to my heart, and another thing that we are planning to do a full thing about. So I wouldn't say the immediate near future, but in the near future, once all bits of it have been released, we're going to be doing an Event Horizon episode, because
we could save it for October.
Well, I don't know if everything will be out by October.
Fingers crossed.
If it is, that'd be awesome. But we're going to go through. We're going to do a read and report. Well, the whole episode's going to be about Event Horizon, but we're going to take in the full spectrum of Event Horizon at that point. Because currently we are at issue 3 of 6 of the sequel series in comics. So, Event Horizon, early 2000s, I believe, like 2001 or 2, something like that.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
And because I know it was like, it was either early 2000, it was 2001. Oh, fuck, yeah, we got to look this up. Because I remember watching it when I was a lot younger than I should have been.
Same.
And I loved it.
Oh, wow. Apparently 1997. We
Holy
were off.
shit. So, yeah, I was way too young because I saw it in theaters. I wasn't, or I think I was, shoot. If it was 97, I was like 12 when I saw it in theaters.
Real quick, since we are talking about this.
No, I would have been, I was way too young. Because I'm born in 86, so I saw that when I was 11.
Yay.
Thank you, Dad.
So a little bit of fun trivia about this movie.
Yes.
So this movie has an unofficial tie to Dogma.
Oh.
So, and Kevin Smith's Dogma. So he talked about this at Comic-Con on the Fat Man Beyond podcast, where he said there was a scene that they filmed where Azazel, I believe is the angel, the one that comes from hell, he shows somebody a glimpse of hell. And what they did as a placeholder was they took the infamous glimpse of hell from this movie and
Just
put it
use
in
that.
and use that. And so apparently early versions of the movie had that scene in it, but then a lot of people that were seeing it were like, hey, everything's fine and funny until you get to that moment, and then you just go way off the rails, man. Like, what the heck? So then they ended up removing that scene. But yeah, he openly said that, he just literally clipped that sequence from Event Horizon and put it in Dogma.
That's funny.
So it's like, oh, they're unofficially connected. I was like, that's great.
Yeah, so the plan with Event Horizon is to do a full episode on it. And first things first, kind of like how we're going to do it, is we're going to read the trade paperback of Event Horizon Dark Descent, which is the prequel comic series. It's another little 6-issue thing. Watch the movie again, and then we're going to go ahead and do the read-through of Event Horizon Inferno. And then kind of come back after we've done that and have like an Event Horizon based episode, kind of talk about it, the influences, the comics, all that stuff. So
how much it traumatized us when we were younger.
Yeah, it's like, especially now realizing that it's like, wow, I saw that way too young. But I loved it at the time. But then again, I also saw Alien at 8. So,
yeah, pretty much. Our generation, we were built different, man.
Yeah, it's very weird. Very weird.
For our generation, parents were like, "Oh, we're going to a movie. What are we seeing? The only thing we can see right now is Event Horizon. You're over 5, right? Okay, yeah, you can do it."
Yeah. The funny part about going to see Event Horizon is I distinctly remember seeing like a trailer for it on TV and be like, I want to see that. My dad would just be kind of like, are you sure you want to see that? And then I want to go see that. He's like, okay, well, if there anytime you want to leave, we can go ahead and leave. Like if it gets too much. And then I just sat through the whole thing, and after I was like, that was cool.
It's so funny to think that we are closer to the time frame of that movie than we are from when the movie actually came out.
Yeah, because literally when the movie occurs,
it's 2040.
Yeah, which is 14 years.
Yeah.
And that movie released 19 years ago.
Exactly. So yes, we will. I honestly feel like, aside from Event Horizon, we should do this with a couple of other things,
like
that we've
little
talked
properties
about.
here and there.
Like little property, because all jokes aside, this is a movie you and I bring up a lot. Like we like it for our own reasons.
It's like I love the movie. It has like a special place in my heart, especially because with Event Horizon, there's so little in both physical media, like books, and even in film. There's so little science fiction horror.
And then you have this.
Yeah, so it's kind of like I always try to find like really good ones for that. And they're so few and far between because it's like balancing like horror, supernatural type shit along with science fiction aspects is apparently very fucking difficult. Several books that I've read that have been billed as like sci-fi horror, most of them tend to shit the bed at the very end. Like with their reveals, it's never anything remotely compelling. And so it's like, oh, like with this, it's like fucking hell dimension. With some of the other, like some of the books that I'm reading, it's like, oh, it's like this hum from this drive is at a certain frequency, and it's actually just a fucking sound weapon, or bitch is hallucinating. It's just really bad reveals in a lot of those. And so if somebody has like a good recommendation for me for like sci-fi horror and like books or like outside of video games or movies, because movies tend to have a little bit more in that respect, but Event Horizon's like a standout because it's kind of like, it just was like, hey, we are going to go fucking balls to the wall here. It's like, we are not holding anything back.
You know, it's funny how
And
you're
I
talking
want more of that.
It's funny how you're talking about stuff that like drops the ball. The first movie that came to mind, and I believe it's possibly the same writer, Sphere.
I think that might actually be. Is it the same writer?
I think it's the same writer. Hold on, let me.
Because I don't know. Because I know was it Paul W.S. Anderson
No.
did
Yeah.
Event Horizon, but I don't know if he wrote or just directed.
Hold on.
Let's see.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, it's like we'll just pop onto his IMDb real fast. I mean, fuck, we have a computer here. So it'll be like, okay, did he write that? Let's see, because yeah, it'll be a fair amount back.
He wrote
because he
a
did
lot.
like shitloads of the Resident Evil stuff, which was basically
Oh,
a
no, he
vehicle
didn't.
for his wife.
No, he didn't.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, anyway, so the movie Sphere is. You were talking about how sci-fi horror that drops the ball. It's one of those ones where, again, the real quick synopsis. At some point, a spaceship from Earth crash lands in the ocean. The government finds out about it. They want to go explore it. They find out it's from the future, but they don't understand why or how it's there. They also, as the movie progresses, they're kind of like Event Horizon, which had the room with the spherical object in the center.
Yep, the gravity drive.
Yeah, the gravity drive. In the movie Sphere, there's a room that has a giant gold sphere that it's rippling like it's water, but when you touch it, it goes solid. And the thing is, apparently, if you touch it, you inadvertently go into it. You don't realize that you've gone into it, and then now it allows you to essentially make your dreams come true. Like they actually play out. Now, the funny thing about the movie is, so they play it up that there's some evil external force. They never show anything. The closest we get is Queen Latifah's character gets strangled to death by jellyfish.
Okay.
And
as one does.
And Samuel L. Jackson, he is asleep, and as they're trying to bring her into the water, the base thing, he's asleep, and he was just reading, I think it's 30,000 Leagues Under the Sea, so he starts dreaming about the giant squid. So, of course, in the movie, they're like, oh, on sonar, there's a giant squid, there's something that's the biggest thing we've ever seen. You never see it in the movie, because they get back into the station on time, but you never see it. And that's kind of how it plays out. Every supernatural thing that happens, you never see what it actually is, because either the person wakes up or something, and so the dream stops. And then the big twist, like you said, oh, this is where they drop the ball, is the three characters, Dustin Hoffman, Samuel L. Jackson, and I forgot who the lady was. They're trying to figure out, they're like, well, wait a minute, all the logs on the ship say that they don't know what caused the ship to be sent back in time. Essentially, it was a black hole, but they're like, they don't know what caused it. So how do they not know what caused it if we're here and we know that the ship exists? And then they're like, oh, well, let's just forget. So then we'll be fine. And the powers from the sphere will go away. So, you know, they literally, I kid you not, they're in the brig on a US ship. They hold hands like a circle, and they literally think about the sphere lifting up and launching into space. And that's all that happens. And then when they wake up, they open their eyes. No, they don't know each other anymore.
And that is a shit the bed type.
Yeah, it's thing. One of those ones where it's like, what? Like, and I remember watching the movie as a kid, and yeah, like the whole squid thing, it was kind of tense because it's like, oh, are we gonna see it? And then it's like, oh no, you don't see it. Like, wait, what? Even as a kid, I'm like,
it's like they're putting all these things out there, and then it's just like not showing any of it. It's like, because it's the whole Chekhov's gun type of thing.
Yeah.
It's like if you have the thing and you mention the thing, you should use the thing.
Yeah.
Not quite a MacGuffin, but
you know what movie now that I can say on the opposite that I thought did a really good job. You and I both talked about it. We're like, are we sure this isn't a Cthulhu movie? The one with Kristen Stewart.
Oh, it is technically a Cthulhu movie.
It basically is, but like the fact of how well that movie did it.
Yeah, Underwater did it stellar.
Yeah.
And it starts off in very much kind of a nothing, where it's like, okay, things are happening, and then all of a sudden just boom, disaster, and then things are off the rails. And I liked that about that. So it started off kind of like, oh, there's survival movie, and then it's like, oh, wait, no, there's some shit. And I liked the way they did that. It was
the reveal was
great. The
reveal was so good.
And I think that one does not get remotely enough credit. It really doesn't. And even when it first released, it didn't get enough credit because I think Twilight did poison the well quite a bit.
Yeah, a bit.
But no, Kristen Stewart did amazing in it, and it was a very good movie. I enjoyed it a ton. That said, it's like with all of that, I'm really have high hopes for Zach Kreger's Resident Evil. I like a lot of what he's explained, and I'm really hoping it doesn't shit the bed.
I mean, I don't know. He put snow in there.
I know, right? And cell phones,
snow and cell phones. Oh my god, jeez, no.
And it's like, and I like his explanation. He's like, I'm a fan of the games. I'm not going to make a movie that's better than the games and how experiencing the game. So I'm going to like take some liberties and do it this way. I fully am kind of like, yes, go ahead, do that. I get where you're coming from.
Well, I love how
we already had like the Paul W.S. Anderson series of Resident Evil movies that
I love how he
follow the game.
I love how he actually said it at Comic-Con too, where he was like, hey guys, look, I am not making a 1-for-1. If you're expecting a 1-for-1, you're already disappointed. I'm telling you straight up. I am set. This is a movie set in the universe. That's why there's snow there, because like he said, he felt like visually it looked better that there was snow. And the fact that it's cell phones, dude, it's just a more modern day era. You know, it's not taking place on the night of Resident Evil 2. It's set within that universe.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Resident Evil universe. But and I like what what has been shown so far. So I'm interested, and I would like to see that. So I'm just hoping that really doesn't shit the bed. I'm really, really hoping for that. That said, when it comes to sci-fi horror, what I would really like to see, as far as maybe like a kind of a psychological horror / supernatural horror TV show, I would like to see them do The Deep by Nick Cutter. I would very much like to see that. I forced the girlfriend to read that book. It's very bleak. It's kind of almost apocalyptic in the end, and it's very good. It's very good. It's also kind of an underwater thing too. And it is supernatural. It's a little science, so it's a little science fiction, a little supernatural. Whole lot of bleak horror. I like it.
A little science fiction, a little spoopy.
Yeah, spoopies. And then kind of on the note of just things in general here, I think one thing that we should mention is because it is horrifying.
Real quick before you mention that, just to satiate you, apparently Wizards of the Coast president steps down after major game cancellations.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I didn't like click on the link or anything.
Well, because what like Wizards of the Coast, they do lots of little, what is it, licensing for certain little other games and whatnot. So it's like, I think most of those are actually video game related, actually, for the cancellations.
Yeah, but, John Haidt.
Yeah,
he was the president. Yes. And so there's your little Magic the Gathering little.
But to sprinkle onto the horror just a little bit, there is an Instagram account that has been posting tons of angles of some superhero statues.
Oh God, no!
And it is just the fucking funniest thing, because there's an Iron Man, there's Thing, there is the Flash, and then there's the Hulk. And you're getting in that Instagram account about it's 99% just angles of the Hulk statue. All four of them are based around this pool, and I think it's in Indonesia. And the Hulk statue just has his big green cock out, and it shoots water like all day. And so the Instagram account is just constant different angles from different perspectives all across the pool, just watching the Hulk just basically piss right next to the pool constantly. And they're all elevated, so it's like almost like it's a shower. So if you want to go to this camp, I think you go to Indonesia and you can get a golden shower by the Hulk right before you take a dip in the pool. It is the funniest thing. I have no idea how it showed up in my FYP, but it did, and I am so happy it did, because it is the funniest goddamn thing. It's all of a sudden just boom, Hulk statue cock. It's just wild.
Well, you want to know something else that's big and green and got a first look recently?
No, sure. What was it?
So we finally got to look at Jason Momoa as Blanca.
Okay.
In Street Fighter. Not gonna lie, the first initial viewing, oof, the CG was a little rough.
Yeah, makes sense.
But I've seen it on different screens now. Like, first one I saw on my phone, and his face in one scene kind of looked like it did that uncanny valley of like, oh, his head is moving, but his face is staying perfectly still. So like the head is doing this, but his face is like,
okay.
It looked like that initially, but then I saw it on my computer, I saw it on television, and it doesn't look that bad. But the bigger thing to come out of it is that it was revealed that multiple FGC personalities from YouTube and just FGC, for those that don't know, fighting game community in general, they will be in the movie with small cameos.
Yes, like one of the more popular ones, at least on YouTube, Max.
Yeah, Maximilian. And funny enough, it's I actually love his little cameo, because if you've ever watched any of his YouTube, he always at some point he always yell, let's go. In the cameo, he along with Justin Wong and Yipes, they're like in a prison, and they're all prisoners, and so Ryu is about to fight Blanca, and of course Max just crazy balls to the wall, let's go. And it's like, okay, cool, I like this. And so now people think that
know your audience.
Oh yeah, 100%. And so now there's people online that think that there are other FGC personas that are gonna show up in it. They just haven't announced them all, because to my understanding, they've been keeping quiet on this for a year.
I wouldn't doubt it.
So a lot of people think, okay, so
there might be a couple other ones, which would be kind of interesting, really. Frankly, it'd be kind of cool if just out of nowhere, just Daigo.
Oh, that would be hilarious. And people do think he has a cameo.
I would be a little surprised if he didn't, because I know that since Justin Wong is also making a cameo appearance, if they didn't include Daigo.
I know that would be. He's just. They're just a scene in the mall. He's just sitting at an arcade cabinet playing Street Fighter.
Yeah, it's like that would be kind of funny.
Or no, not even Street Fighter. He's playing like Mortal Kombat because there wouldn't be a Street Fighter cabinet in there.
True, or just call like some alternate universe Street Fighter, something like Lane Pummeler, something like that. Just like a little fun cameo to kind of like tip the hat, kind of like with Maximilian. But yeah, that's like, I think that's kind of a nice thing for them to do, to give that nod to the fighting game community, because the fighting game community is very passionate about their fighting games. Whichever one they play, it's like they are hardcore about.
Yeah, no, and then it's always interesting when you see fans talking online, and now they're like, "Oh, well, this movie's going to be better than Mortal Kombat, blah blah blah, this and the other." It's like, guys, don't knock it down. If it wasn't your liking, then cool. Me, I love the Mortal Kombat movie. I thought it was great, especially the whole walk away at the end thing was hilarious. But it's like you said, to each their own. I'm going into this movie hoping it's good, hoping I have a good time with it.
Yeah, it's like, frankly, as long as it is an entertaining time, because I mean, it's based on a fucking fighting game. They can make all the story and the lore that they really truly want, but it's based on a game where you just beat the shit out of your opponent.
I would echo that, but I'm gonna be honest. The new Virtual Fighter coming out next year, that's just a kung fu movie where you eventually get to fight people. Those cinematics, oh my god, that looks like that's gonna be, like I said, an old school kung fu movie.
Yeah, it'll be a kung fu movie with fighting interludes.
Yeah.
Which honestly I'm fine with, because if with Virtua Fighter being gone as long as it has been, they do kind of need to come back with a little slight reinvention of the wheel. They can't just come back and be like, "Hey, it's Virtua Fighter again."
They're just gonna end up with guest characters, just Mega Man.
No, like play through the campaign with each character and unlock Sonic. And he just looks like he did on fucking Sonic R. So it's just the old super blocky, polygon, spiky looking fucking Sonic. That'd be the best thing ever. And especially if you like fought as terribly as he did in Sonic the Fighters, that'd be so fucking perfect. That would be the best addition possible, even though it would be unplayable for him. It would be so funny that I would love it. I would be like, chef's kiss for that.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm looking forward to the new Virtual Fighter, especially because that's definitely one from our childhood.
Yeah, it's I used to do tournaments in that back in the day.
Yeah, that's literally one of the, you could argue, one of the grandfathers of fighting games.
Yeah, so one of the, basically, yeah, especially for like modern 3D stuff, it kind of started it. It was that, then it went over to Dead or Alive.
Yep.
And Dead or Alive is, while still has a pretty solid fighting system, that and then Tekken, but like Tekken kind of went like, oh, we're going like crazy anime storylines, and Dead or Alive was kind of like, okay, we're gonna do like anime storylines but for gooners. Which I'm not knocking, but it's like, it's like that's what it fucking did. And then what was it? Guilty Gear is just basically like a shonen anime fighting, basically a shonen anime just as a fighting game, but also has a better storyline than most shonen anime.
Oh no, 100%.
But yeah, it's, there's some interesting shit coming out in the near future, and some stuff that I am genuinely looking forward to. So here's hoping that we can, if we can get everybody together at one fucking time, maybe we can make like a couple like theater trips and go like, hey, it's the Shenanigoons Street Fighter watch party. Stuff like that, you know.
We're just sitting there watching it like,
Yeah, just the whole time, just like,
Well,
oh
no,
no,
if
we have
we're-
made a grave error.
No, if we're gonna do a watch party like that, we have to include the original Street Fighter movie.
Oh yeah, it's like you got to get the Van Damme.
Van Damme and Raul Julia.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, that man literally was dying of cancer when he made that movie.
Yep, and he did it for his kids.
Yep.
And yeah, that was a sad loss, but he did a phenomenal job as Bison. I actually really liked that Bison.
I'm still mad that we've never got that skin, and I mean, I'm pretty sure the family probably doesn't want it to be in a video game, but like the fact that they've never said, hey, because of how he played the role, you know, this Street Fighter 6 here, there's a Raul Julia skin of Bison.
Yeah, it's like despite the kind of like weird nostalgia for the movie, I do think that because it was so panned and the game was really bad, that Capcom just kind of like, let's try to like not
distance
acknowledge that
ourselves.
as much as possible. Because in the grand scheme, it was a terrible movie, but it was super enjoyable. Super enjoyable.
Best line in all of cinema. Yes, this even potentially beats out the pigeons. Quick, change the channel. See now, no. This Street Fighter movie, this Zangief. First off, it really is Zangief. That's not an actor. He better have that energy.
Yeah,
maybe not like that movie,
should.
but we need like, because again, the trailers have already shown he definitely looks like he can fight. He definitely looks like he's Zangief. He really is Zangief. But come on, you got to give us that thing that makes us be like, yo, this is our favorite character in the movie.
Yeah, it's like because frankly, the guy who played Zangief in the first one really did steal the show any scene that he was in. I mean, the Zangief and Honda fight
Fighting.
was just perfection.
I love
because
that.
they did not take that at all seriously, especially in the editing room. I mean, they had fucking Godzilla sounds.
That was hilarious. They were fighting in the mock city of Bisonopolis, and
That
they were
was
just.
so fucking funny.
And then, of course, you know the fact that it happens to be two Japanese soldiers that are watching the screen. They're like,
Yeah, I loved that. Even back then, it didn't even register as super corny. I just thought it was super enjoyable. And now it's like I register that it's like, oh, that is so corny, but I love it.
I also love the part when they're still fighting, and you know the whole group is getting out because it's gonna explode, and Chun-Li's like, Honda, we gotta go. He's like, sorry man, can't play no more. And then he just runs, and you know Zangief's like, come back, coward, and then runs into DJ. He's like, they're the bad guys, and it's like, no, Bison was the bad guy. They're the good guys. They're trying to stop us. Like, well then why'd you help him? Because he paid me a lot of money. He's like, you got paid?
Oh, I love it. It's like that's the Street Fighter movie, the original one. There, it is the definition of a good bad movie.
Oh yes, 100%. A bad movie is Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li.
Yeah,
That I will say, I saw that in theaters.
I'm sorry.
And I know I saw it in theaters. I will honestly say, no, that is a bad one. I dare say I'd rather watch the King of Fighters movie,
And that was a really bad
and that's
one,
a
too.
really bad one too.
But it also had like zero budget, so that kind of explains some of that.
And then of course, probably the worst casting for Rugal ever. It's like, sorry man, you're great.
It's
at
like I love your
Dark
Ray
Maul.
Park, but no.
Yeah, Rugal's a towering man of terror that has the whole nation of Mexico afraid of him, and yet you get Ray Park, and it's like,
We love your Ray Park, but
yeah.
miscast.
I mean that whole movie is just bad, but
Yeah, the whole movie was miscast, but they also it'd be very apparent that they didn't have budget for like something significant. Oh shoot! Kind of one of the things to do before kind of closing out today is we should do another watch party, a very specific watch party.
which one?
You know, it's a bad movie.
We've seen a lot of bad movies.
Yeah, true. We have seen a lot of bad movies, but it is the quintessential bad movie.
Wait, Charlie's Angels?
Yes.
Oh God. You know what? No, we need to, because we need to expose the two to that one.
Yeah, the
they can-
youngins need to see that before long, so they can join us in the sheer disappointment of life.
I still remember when we found that movie. It was.
I don't even remember how we found it.
We found it on Netflix.
Oh, when they were still doing the disc shippings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were still doing the disc shipping. Because remember, we were trying to find bad movies.
Yeah.
And we were trying to find bad movies to watch. And then we're just scrolling through, and then we saw it. And it was just like a light bulb for all of us. Like, oh, this has to go on the list. And then we got the movie, and it was so bad.
Entertaining,
yes.
But it was so bad. But yeah, I'll see if I could find a copy of that again. I think that we need to subject them to that.
Yes.
And now they're going to be aware, but they need to be subjected to that. They're not going to know when, but that's going to happen.
We should do like find older movies like that, like what is it, Jackie Chan's City Hunter?
Oh,
where the infamous Chun-Li scene.
Yeah, his Chun-Li cosplay. Yes, that's also a real.
That's actually not that bad of a movie.
It
too.
really isn't. It's a kind of Hong Kong China classic in a sense. But yeah, I think that'll be a good one. I approve.
Yeah, no, we can track that. We track that down. We should be able to.
I'm pretty sure City Hunter will be easier to track down than Twilight Angels.
I'm pretty sure we can look up where to find it, and we'll get it, and we'll subject them to that, and then we'll make them write like a 10-page paper.
Yeah, it's like all time to the chair.
Make sure go full blown Clockwork Orange, just with the eyes like wide open with the
eyes, the wide droppers. Oh yes. So look forward to that, bitch ass.
Oh, got him.
Yep.
There's even like some horror movies that you picked out back in the day that we should watch again. Still, one of my favorites was the one where Dominic Purcell was in it, where it turns out the Nazi zombie that was like terrorizing that farmhouse. Yeah.
Shoot, I don't remember what that one's called, but I know which one you're talking about.
That was actually a surprisingly good one.
Yeah, it's like it looked terrible. But it was like, that's actually
well, no, because
good.
that was on the list of the bad movies we were looking for. We were pulling from all over, and we got them, and we're watching them, and surprisingly, quite a few of them were like, "Wait a minute, this was supposed to be bad.
This is kind of fun.
I'm actually enjoying this," and that one was one of them because you know it's like, oh, it's just your standard zombie movie, but no, they took kind of like a supernatural element to it that it's like, oh, there's more going on here, guys, and it's like, oh.
It's like there are a few that it's like I kind of wish that I still had in the back of my mind, or like I can remember the titles, or where I could get them now, or where they might be streaming. Because there's there were a few there that I think would make for some good watch party type situations.
I imagine Chiller probably has quite a few of them.
Shudder has
or
some.
Shudder. That's what I mean. Either or. Probably has.
And then of course, like I just have to like fucking find them and search them up and see which services might have them or might not have them, or have them for rent, or worst case, just kind of take the time and invest in some DVDs again, or Blu-rays, depending on if they've made it to Blu-ray.
Oh, if only.
Yeah, there we go. Blu-ray collector's edition, Charlie's Angels.
There probably is.
Somewhere on the planet, there's got to be. Oh, I'll find it.
That'll be a movie night, 100%.
Oh yeah, it's like I hold that movie in such a place.
Oh wait, I know one thing we can do, kind of pulling the curtain back a bit. Remember we talked about this off air when Spaceballs 2 comes out.
Yep.
We'll watch the first one that day, and then go see 2. And then do like an episode like talking about like.
Yeah, it's like right after.
Yeah,
I think that would be a good one.
Yeah.
And that shouldn't be too long from now. But yeah, so there's some fun stuff, and I think I know what I know what next week's episode's gonna be about.
Oh.
So we're gonna do a nostalgia episode about movies.
Yay!
Just full nostalgia movies.
And if the two of them are here, Josie's gonna look at us blank faced most of the time.
Yeah, it's like, and we'll that this could be half nostalgia, half lecture. There we are.
Oh yes. Okay, so I will literally start making a list, because I know if I don't, when we start recording, I will not be able to think of a single one.
Yep, I so get that. It's like, unless it just kind of comes up organically, like, ooh, bleep. recall is kind of bad.
Oh yes, we're old.
But yeah, I think as far as general topics and such for today, I think that is primarily it. There might be like one other thing that we got on there, but
Nothing really.
outside of that,
Let me do just a quick
little refresh run real fast there. Hopefully everything goes fine. Outside of the fact that for whatever reason the volume decided to play. So that's why I've kept talking, because it's effectively a stalling tactic. And I like to stall.
Yeah, almost just double checking real quick.
Yeah.
Doesn't.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Super Troopers 3, forgot about that.
Oh yeah, there you go. Super Troopers 3, and the guys apparently
went to SummerSlam.
Yeah, went to WWE SummerSlam. Nice.
Yep, and then drank a big old thing of beer because Beer Fest as well.
Yeah. Oh, supposedly they are trying to push forward Pop Fest. The
Interesting.
Movie. Apparently
I could see them finally doing that now, especially since they're older. I think it'll actually be a little bit funnier.
Yeah, 100%. It doesn't look like there's anything major. Nothing popping up, because usually that happens to us.
Yeah. It's like, well, now once we wrap in a second here, what'll end up happening is then that's when we're going to end up getting like a drop like an hour later after I've gone home and started like editing the damn thing together. And it's like, oh, great, this thing happened.
Wait. No.
Yeah, so, well, I guess in that particular case, what we will go ahead and do is we will say that this has been the Shenanigoons podcast with your host, John.
And me, Jose.
And music is provided by Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com. You can find us on Apple. You can find us on Spotify. You can find us on YouTube. And please like, comment, subscribe, follow, and
give us some idea for nostalgia movies.
Yeah, it's like what movies make you feel the most nostalgia for your youth? That'll be a good topic for people to talk about in the comments there.
Real quick, just to point this out, I meant to bring this up earlier. So for Spider-Man Brand New Day, Jackie Chan's stunt team did a lot of the work, and he actually showed up and helped with the choreography. So like you're seeing some solid Jackie Chan stunt crew work in the movie.
Oh, hot damn. Well, that's a fun one to close on.
Yes,
have yourselves a lovely day, you bastards. And get fucked.
Bye.